So I know at some point, a lot of people in their writing journeys begin to acquire and collect a lot of information about ways to do things. And it's always good to explore how your process is, because at the end of the day, your process is your process. But there does come a point in your writing where you can't do anything but just write and let your voice come out and shine. It doesn't matter if you don't sound like your favorite author. Doesn't matter if you don't sound like any of those things. If you're not 100% original or any of those things, your job is not to be 100% original. Your job is to tell the story. Now, there are tools and tricks that you can use. I personally recommend grabbing The First Five Pages by Noah Lukeman. It is eye opening. It's written by an actual literary agent who is looked through the slush pile. So he's telling you what agents are actually looking for, not just, what he thinks they're looking for. Another good one is Self Editing for Fiction Writers by Dave King and Reni Browne. And of course, I love my Rafiki. Ursula K. Le Guin has this wonderful book, Staring the Craft for the 21st Century. Those three books are like my holy trilogy for writing mechanics, because they focus a lot on the things that most people don't think about when it comes to writing. Writing is musical, it has rhythm, it has sound. Oh, also, Aristotle's Poetics. It's a little heavy and dense, but honestly, if you get the three that I mentioned before, you'll get the same thing that's inside of Aristotle's Poetics. Right. Um, but as far as the actual writing itself and bringing that color and that vividness and that beauty, writing is largely musical. Most people are looking to how the words read and how they sound, and then they're analyzing the content kind of on a sublayer level. So you have to make sure that you're presenting the information in a way that is appealing and that it's just like it's a way that the audience can swallow it and feel good about what it is that they're reading and not feel like they were cheated out of it. And I was listening to Toni Morrison, I think, was it 3 days ago? Um, and I was watching this interview, and I swear to God, I could watch her talk about anything. And that would explain why I love her writing, because her writing sounds like her talking and vice versa. But she was saying that her stories didn't come from where you think they did. They didn't necessarily come from hours of plotting or pantsing or any of those other things. They just came from this place. It's almost like she channeled her stories, like they just flowed out of her. And I think every writer eventually has to get to the point where you stop trying to control the story and allow the story to flow through you, because at the end of the day, that story is a living and breathing organism that you are giving life to. It's why it's so hard to write, because it's like being pregnant basically while you're doing the drafting and the aesthetics works and all of these different things. So you want to make sure that you are allowing your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels, your God, whatever deity or religion you practice, allow that thing, that energy, your subconscious, if you're into the new age stuff, allow it to come in and take over your hands and just let it flow. If it doesn't come out perfect, that's fine. Just get it out as strong as you can at first, and then you can always go back and revise it. That's what revision is for. Because she even said it, Toni Morrison's a Pulitzer Prize winning, Booker Award winning, all the big things. And she said, it takes a lot of effort to make it look like this thing was effortless, in the sense of she had to rewrite it and revise it to keep making it so that the images hit and they had that musicality and they had that thing. But most importantly, she wrote for herself. She wrote the kind of books that she wanted to read. So if your writing is sucking and you're just like, oh my God, I don't like this and all that other stuff, ask yourself a simple question. Are you writing the book that you want to read, or are you trying to write a book that other people want to read? Because if you're writing a book that other people want to read, you're on the wrong track. Write the book that you want to read, no matter what. and allow your hands to basically be taken over while you're doing this. So I figured I'd just give you guys that. I felt like I had to share that one with you guys. I'm going to put the books inside of the description so you guys can go ahead and purchase it if you're in the process of learning. I am going to take a nap because I was up late drafting last night. I know, I'm actually doing it now, and I got another session ahead of me later tonight, so y'all pray for me. All right, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye.